What is up, ladies and gentlemen? SaintsKnight today for here. Welcome you guys back to the channel from Saints HQ actually, where we will be doing our first ever double film review because we promised you 2 film reviews. We didn't really get a chance to film the first one that we're going to be talking about today, which is Spider-Man Homecoming, which we saw last week, and we promised you that, but unfortunately we couldn't be able to film it. But now we can, because we just seen another film that I really want to talk about, and I was going to review for you guys in a separate video, but fuck it, merged them both in. War for the Planet of the Apes. And as usual, if you haven't seen our film reviews, we have absolutely no spoilers. We'll just give you the basic bare bones facts and our opinions of it. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to keep seeing these film reviews in the future, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. And so, without further ado, let's actually dive into our first film, Spider-Man Homecoming, which is the newest expansion into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And, well, this one actually is the second ever reboot of Spider-Man. Thankfully, it's not your usual Uncle Ben gets murdered, so he has to take down his killer, blah 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 blah. We've got the origin story out of the way. This is just an actual Spider-Man movie, but actually it sort of isn't at the same time, because this one focuses more on Peter Parker rather than Spider-Man. Yes, Spider-Man's in it, but it's more Peter Parker's movies as he struggles to get it readjusted into life after the events of Captain America Civil War, after that big fight at the airport. If you haven't seen it, then go check out Captain America Civil War. He had a good performance there. But, yeah, essentially it's Peter struggling to come to terms with normal life. He wishes that he was part of the Avengers. He just waits constantly for the next call. And whilst that happens, actually a villain, a mysterious threat known as the Vulture, aka Michael Keaton, who does a fantastic job as the Vulture in this film. He wants to eliminate the Avengers for reasons that I'm not really going to go into, but he wants to eliminate the Avengers, and it's up to Peter Parker to stop him with the help of Tony Stark, aka Robert Downey Jr., aka Iron Man. And so I'm just going to get this out of the way. I love this film. I really do. I honestly didn't think that this would be able to top the Amazing Spider-Man movies, or hell, even the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. But honestly, I would say that this is not only the funniest Spider-Man, but the best. Tom Holland does a fantastic job. He basically is Peter Parker. He's the socially awkward, nerdy kid. And him and his best friend Ned, who again are also is done fantastically well. You can kind of see them both interacting in a whole new, actually in a sort of a thing that we didn't ever really got done before. Usually Spider-Man's identity is always kept secret, but his friend knows who he is, and that is good. That's a good thing about it. The story itself, the story is fantastic. It continues straight off after Civil War and all that sort of stuff. It has actually Robert Downey Jr. again. He is Iron Man, so you can't really complain about Robert Downey Jr. too much. The soundtrack is, well, what you'd expect from an MCU film. It is actually quite good. Again, the Vulture, fantastic. Michael Keaton knocks it straight out of the park in this one. Honestly though, it kind of felt like, for me, Michael Keaton as Vulture, it's kind of like, I don't know, like Birdman Mark II, for example, or something like that. But yeah, the fight choreography, though, if you're a fan of fight scenes, this is a good one, because let me put it to you like this: Tom Holland did all his own stunts, so it looks authentic, it feels genuine, and well, every single fight scene knocks it out of the park. If I was to find fault, and actually the only problems that I have with it, as far as it's concerned, are some of the villain's henchmen, like particularly the Shocker, it wasn't what it lived up to be. Don't get me wrong, Vulture's excellent, but Shocker, he was a little bit underwhelming for myself, honestly. And another thing is the mid-credit scene. Actually, the mid and end credit scenes, which don't get me wrong, the end credit scenes are hilarious, but I don't know. You'd expect it to lead up to either the next MCU film, like Thor Ragnarok, or lead it up to like Infinity War, where Spider-Man's next appearance will be. But no, it just gets a further adding on. But overall, actually, and also I have to talk about the love interest, which I forget her name, but the love interest for Spidey is interesting, but she actually does a fantastic job, and you can sort of believe the love chemistry between these two, and that's honestly what makes the film, well, most of the film work. Most of their scenes are done superbly, and it makes it genuinely believable. Is it as good as Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy? No, I don't think anything can top that, but it is better than Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst, that's for sure. Okay, now for the final verdict, I went to see this with Game Lord and I and Aaron One Shot. They both gave it a 8 out of 10. That's their final verdicts, and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 as well. Is it the best film in the MCU? No. Is it the best Spider-Man? I believe it is. I believe it is one of the best Spider-Man movies ever. It's got good villains, good soundtrack, good fight choreography, good character development. It's even funny. It's even funny because that's what a Spider-Man movie is supposed to be. It's supposed to be funny. And Spider-Man Homecoming, 8 out of 10. Go check it out. Bring the kids along. It's a fantastic film. And now we come to our second film, War for the Planet of the Apes, which, I gotta be honest, this was my most anticipated film of the year, besides Star Wars. Why? The first two were masterpieces. They were absolutely superb. They were probably the best films out over those years that they were out. And this one, guys, War for the Planet of the Apes, you have to see this film. It is amazing. The story, the characters, the emotional impact, every single thing that the last two films had, Dawn and Rise, everything that those two had gets even more up. The ante has gone up more. Basically, if you don't know the plot, Caesar, who is the leader of this ape colony, I'm not going to give a lot away, but I'm just going to give you the basic. Caesar and his apes are in a war with the humans after the events of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which, go check out those two if you want like a full thing. But so basically, those two are in a war because of certain stuff that happened in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So yeah, something I don't want to say, but something terrible happens to Caesar. So he goes on a vengeful quest with some of his accomplices to basically kill the person that was responsible for this tragedy in Caesar's life. So the plot is amazing. The setup, oh my god, the setup for the plot, couldn't have envisioned a better plot. Andy Serkis, once again, plays Caesar, does a superb job. It is an Oscar-worthy performance, if I may say so myself. This and Hugh Jackman and Logan, top two contenders, in my opinion, for Best Actor of 2017. And the reason why is because Andy Serkis, as the main character Caesar, he adds, his acting is so emotional. it it's hard to describe in words, but it was sensational, and it honestly though, this movie, it actually legit drew me to tears. That's how powerful this movie was. That's how beautiful this movie was. It had the side characters as well were interesting, and they've been given more. All the characters actually have been given more development. Like the main characters, Caesar, Maurice is a chimpanzee friend, and hell, even the Colonel, the main villain, well, main sort of villain, anti-hero. Okay, yeah, villain. I'll just say villain. The villain, the Colonel, played by Woody Harrelson, he is perfect. He was perfect in the role. There was nothing, as far as I'm aware, there was absolute. I am actually right now trying to think of something that was wrong, something bad about this movie. And that's the thing. I can't think of a single bad thing in this movie. That is how good it is. The story, superb. The pacing as well, which is important in the movie, is absolutely pitch perfect. And the ending, oh my god, I don't want to bring it up again, but the ending, again, as I said, drove me to tears. The start and the end drove me to tears. It was that good. And I rarely cry. That's the thing. I rarely show any emotion. Well, I rarely show any emotion, as some of you may know. But oh my god, I was bawling my eyes out at this movie. It was that powerful. Even accompanied by beautiful scenery, beautiful music from Michael Giacchino, once again provided the soundtrack for both Rise and Dawn. Knocks it out of the park again. It was fantastic. But the best thing about this film, the effects. Obviously, you have to have like special effects for this film, because you can't really get real apes to talk and all now, can you? So yes, Andy Serkis, once again, Caesar, motion capture. The motion capture in the Apes, some of the best effects you will ever find in a movie are these 3 Planet of the Apes films. And you know what? I'm rambling on. I'm rambling on because that's how much I love this film, and I want you guys to support it, to watch it. Go out right now after this and watch the movie. But you know what? Before I ramble on any longer, the final verdict. Now, before I give the final verdict for War for the Planet of the Apes, I'm going to give the final verdict for Rise and Dawn. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, I'd give it. I'm stuck between a 9 or a 10 for that one. Fuck it. 10 out of 10. That's how good, that is how legendary that's how good that movie is. Dawn took the stuff from, actually the next one, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, took everything from Rise and absolutely improved it. From the villains, to the story, to the character development, to everything. It took everything, stepped it up to the next level. Once again, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes earns a 10 out of 10, a perfect rating from myself, from the AllSaints Network. And now, what you've been waiting for, War for the Planet of the Apes. There is no hesitation with this one. I believe that this is the best film in 2017 so far. I may be wrong. There's still a lot of films to go through. There's Dunkirk, there's It, there's even Star Wars, even Justice League. All those are still to come out, but so far, this is the best film of 2017. So you know what? Final verdict. All 3 Planet of the Apes get the same rating. That's right. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. A legendary rating. It is that good. If you have only one film to see in the summer, and you have and there's lots of good films coming out this summer, a lot of interesting ones. But if you only have enough money for one film, go see War for the Planet of the Apes. It is that good. It deserves your money. It deserves your attention. And if the Academy are watching this, Andy Serkis definitely deserves an Oscar for his role as Caesar. It is that good. This movie is that powerful. So there you go. The Planet of the Apes trilogy all earn a 10 out of 10, a legendary rating. They're all masterpieces. And you know what? And those are both our reviews: Spider-Man: Homecoming and War for the Planet of the Apes. What did you guys think of the review? Am I right? Am I wrong? Do you think that the Spider-Man: Homecoming? Well, actually, as well, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you have seen both any of these movies, or both. If you've seen both, put them in the comments down below. But for now, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and if you are not new, don't forget to turn on your push notifications so you never miss any of our bi-daily content. And apart from that, guys, we'll see you in the next videos. Until then, guys, peace.